Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Justin, and today I'm going to be talking about a movie that I didn't honestly think it was going to get a sequel just because of how the movie ended, but that box office said differently. They had to make more. So here we are. Today I'm going to be talking about Jumanji, The Next Level. Okay. Jumanji, The Next Level is a sequel to Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle from 2017, which that was a sequel to the original film starring Robin Williams, and in between that and the Welcome to the Jungle film, Zathura's in there, so technically speaking, if you want to go that way, this could be the fourth film, but in all actuality, it's really the third film. Our four friends that we had in the first movie, Bethany, Spencer, Fridge, and Martha, they've all gone their separate ways. They've gone off to college, but they're about to reunite. The only thing is, Spencer's feeling pretty distant. He feels like he's just lonely. He doesn't fit in. He doesn't know where him and Martha stand. So we find out that Jumanji video game he threw out in the first film, he actually brought it back. He's been tinkering around with the game for whatever reason, and lo and behold, he gets sucked back into the video game again. So the three other friends kind of wonder where he's at. So I guess you can see where this is going from here. The three other friends go looking for him, and they find the board game all broken up in the basement. They get sucked in, but also Danny DeVito, Spencer's grandfather, and Danny Glover, Spencer's grandfather's old friend, get sucked into the video game as well. Everything is different. The main goal / mission is somewhat reminiscent of the first film, but all of our characters are actually played by different people this time. What I mean by that is Danny Glover is Kevin Hart's character, Danny DeVito is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's character, Fridge is Jack Black's character, and Martha's still Ruby Roundhouse. As for Bethany and Spencer, well, you'll just have to wait and see for that one. Since the game is half broken, little things here and there are different, so their character traits, the thing they press onto their chest and see their strengths and weaknesses, that's a little bit switched around now, and that makes for a really interesting part of the movie. They're going into different environments, which I thought was cool, like in video games, like in Legend of Zelda, you have the fire temple, the water temple. In this one, it's not just the jungle anymore. They're in the desert, they're in the snowy mountains, they see everything. So let's talk about all the actors. Now, Danny DeVito as Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is hilarious. He's like, huh? What? Are we in Florida? And he keeps like forgetting stuff over and over again, so every 10 minutes he's asking like, who's Jumanji? Like over and over again. It's really funny. About a third of the way into the film, though, it like really runs stale, and you're just like, okay, we get it. Kevin Hart, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, they're pretending to be old men. The stakes in this one aren't too much different from the original one. I mean, they still have to go grab this jewel and do something with it and then say the video game's name and then they'll be brought back. So I wish they could have done something a little bit different along those lines. This movie is still entertaining as hell, don't get me wrong, and it's pretty funny. The one thing that bothered me though is Spencer was soldering this game. It's still halfway broken. I wish we had some more glitchy stuff in it. Like, there's a scene involving water in this film where it's got mystical powers, and I don't know if that's part of the glitch or not, but that was cool. Give me some more of that stuff. Like we had in Wreck-It Ralph, Vanellope Von Schweetz, she would glitch all over the board and teleport, and I think in this one they could have applied that to this, and certain aspects of the game could change while they were doing it, like certain characters would glitch out, or just certain elements would, like, if they're running, all of a sudden, like, a dragon just appears before them or something like that because it glitched in. That's what I got from the trailers, at least, and was expecting, because they said the game isn't what it seems, so expect the unexpected. Other characters that are in the video game this time around, Nick Jonas is back, and, I mean, they probably just brought him back for marketing purposes because he is a marketable face, but, I mean, he does serve a purpose at the same time, so Awkwafina is a newcomer in this one. She plays a character by the name of Ming Feetfoot, and she's really entertaining, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't see any of her previous films. There's a movie that just came out with her recently called The Farewell. I really wanted to see that, so I'm hoping to see it before the end of 2019. Jack Black is one of my favorite actors. He's funny as hell, and he's my favorite character in this movie, just like in the first one. In the first one, he was inhibited by Bethany. In this one, he's inhibited by Fridge. See, the one thing I think they pulled off well in this film is, in the first film, Fridge played another black guy, and in this movie, he's playing Jack Black's character. So Jack Black had to be like, yo, this is crazy, man. I don't know what y'all doing. And so, like, if we saw that as the first iteration, people would freak out. People would say that's racist. It's like a really bad stereotype to talk and act like that. But we saw that in Kevin Hart's character in the first film. So seeing that translate again to Jack Black's character in this one, I think it's okay. Other things I think this film could have benefited from is there's a lot more video game-esque elements you could have put in. Mini bosses, you could have done side quests. There was like one teeny tiny little side quest, if you could say that. But playing video games for the past 20 years, I mean, I think they could have done better with this film. Just like in the first film, we see a lot of growth from the friends and Danny DeVito and Danny Glover when they're thrown back into this game. And I kind of like that because it's not just something they have to get over with, it helps them grow as people. What happened with Danny Glover's character at the end was really predictable. Once you guys see it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. There is a mid-credit scene, it's only about a minute or two after the film ends, and what they set up is kind of intriguing, but I think they're probably just milking the franchise now. Like, the original with Robin Williams was fantastic. The second one I thought was fantastic, and this one was good. So it's the same director from the first film, and he wasn't the writer on the first film. He is for this one. I mean, maybe that should change for the next movie, or maybe they should swap directors just to keep this franchise fresh. There's a lot of fun chase scenes and action scenes, just like in the first film. Our old actors and actresses and the new ones are a welcome addition to this Jumanji universe, but unfortunately, all those great things aren't enough for me to call this a great film. More video game elements from Welcome to the Jungle could have been expanded in this one, but they didn't really go that route too much. The glitchy aspect, because of the broken board, you could have done so much more with that. And the overall goal, the main mission in this game, it's just something they could have altered just a little bit to make it more intriguing to us, and even add side missions or something like that. Definitely a few negatives with this film, but it's still going to be a fun holiday movie for everyone. Jumanji, The Next Level, gets a 7 out of 10.